New this morning, China may be coming for Hollywood after President Donald Trump increased the country's tariffs to 104%. According to a report by Bloomberg, China may reduce or place a ban on American film imports. The report says two Chinese bloggers posted the possible plans following China's declaration that it will fight the tariffs to the end. China is currently Hollywood's second largest box office. Franchises include Marvel, Fast and Furious, and Avatar. Those are just some that have raked in millions of dollars from Chinese theaters. President Trump's new tariffs went into full effect overnight in a trade war that shows no signs of letting up.
Doug Luzader live for us in Washington with the latest on this. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. Boy, things changing quickly here. The market futures just took another downturn recently, in recent minutes actually, after China apparently announced new measures of their own, hiking tariffs on U.S. products.
I don't see that anywhere.
I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my. They are dying to make it here.
At a Republican dinner last night, President Trump said dozens of countries are begging for a deal as new tariffs go into effect today.
They don't want tariffs on themselves. And it's very simple. We're making deals and people are paying tariffs.
The Democrats, meantime, pointed to more volatility on Wall Street.
Americans are anxious. Nobody looking at their retirement accounts today is feeling anything close to liberated.
And the White House contending with dissension in the ranks, with a public spat between White House senior counselor and tariff advocate Peter Navarro and Elon Musk, who sees a big impact on manufacturing. Musk called Navarro a moron.
Boys will be boys, and we will let their public sparring continue. And you guys should all be very grateful that we have the most transparent administration in history.
He knows how to use tariffs appropriately to negotiate deals where necessary.
The president's trade representative faced pushback on Capitol Hill yesterday from Democrats and Republicans.
Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
Okay, now, it's tough to keep up with the numbers this morning, but the way it stands right now, as of today, U.S. tariffs on China, 104%. And based on this recent announcement this morning, Chinese tariffs on U.S. products have been raised from 34% to 84%. So a big increase here as we wait to hear more from the administration today.
Bob, I know, is worried about his Shein orders.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but I'm kidding. But there's been a lot of talk about that.
Yeah, you know, the administration even says that if China was to do something like that or react that way, they would impose even higher tariffs. So, you know, we're waiting to see if that in fact happens, right?
That's right. Are we going to go north now of 104%? Maybe. You know, we've got the administration now really asking China to call. You know, they talk about all these countries that have called to negotiate better trade terms, something like 70 of them, but thus far no talks yet between the U.S. And China, and these tariffs are going up awfully quickly.
Oof. You know, can I just say it's something interesting, because as we're talking about these possible, you know, retaliating against Hollywood plans, right? You would wonder that it seems China doesn't think that how this will hurt maybe American consumers consuming Chinese imports, that's not going to hurt enough. That they've got to do something else, and that's interesting to me.
Yeah, you know, listen, in a pure game, you know, war of attrition here, you know, China may have more to lose ultimately, but that doesn't mean that the U.S. wouldn't go through a tremendous amount of pain if these tariffs stand.
Yeah, a lot of anxiety out there again this morning. We'll see what happens there at the opening bell. Thanks so much, Doug. We'll check in with you later.
Thank you.